So what about multiplying radicals? Here you can multiply, you distribute actually. And so we multiply by multiplying the insides of the radicals with the insides of the radicals and the outsides with the outsides. So actually the first thing that I would do is rewrite that. The first thing I would do is actually, if there is nothing in front of a radical, it's actually a 1. And then I'll multiply the insides with the insides and the outsides with the outsides. So this gets distributed. So negative 3 times 1, outsides with outsides. That would be negative 3. And then the inside, 3, times the inside, 2. So that would be square root of 6, because 3 times 2 is 6. Amazing. And then negative 3, so now I'm distributing to the second part. That's this one. Negative 3 times negative 2. That's positive 6. And 3 times 3 is 9. Square root of 9 then. And then I'll try and simplify as much as I can. I already know that I can't break down 6 into anything fancy, so that's just done. What about 9? I can break that into 3 and 3. Actually, the square root of 9 is just 3. So I have negative 3 root 6 plus 6 times 3, because square root of 9 is 3. So you have negative 3 square root of 6 plus 18. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Yeah? Another example? Why not? I'd be happy to. All right, here we go. I will distribute. Remember, insides multiplied to the insides, outsides to the outsides. Again, I just put a 1 there just in case. So there we have it. 1 times 1 negative is just negative 1. And then the insides times the insides, that's the square root of 60. And then I do the same thing over here. That's plus 1 square root of 20. And now I'll break these down. 60, that's just 6 and 10, which is 3 and 2, which is 2 and 5. And then I ignore those ones. And then the 3 and the 5 are on the inside. So that's negative 1 times 2. And 3 times 5 is 15. So we have that. Plus, let's see what happens with the 20. 4, 5, 2, 2. I ignore those. Okay, so I have 1 times 2 times the square root of 5. So that's just negative 2, right? Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. It says 15 there, plus 2 square root of 5. These are not the same, so I can't do anything. That's just my answer. That's just done. One more? Oh, of course. Again, I will put a 1 and a 1. This does not even have a radical, so if I distribute, it's just outside 1 times 4, outside. Okay, 4 root 3. And then 1 times 1 is just still this 1, plus 1. And then that's 9, so the square root of 9. Oh, that's, oops. Square root of 9 is just regular 3. So this is 4 square root of 3 plus square root of 9 is just 3. The radical goes away because the square root of 9 is 3. So this is all we have. No more radicals. So that means these are different. So we can't combine them. And so that's just the answer. I think we'll be done right there, huh?